What if you could tell an AI to pull your sales report, update your website, check how your ads are performing, and send a client summary, and it just did it? Not gave you instructions on how to do it. Actually did it. That is not a future scenario. That is what I have been doing every week with a tool called Claude. And in this video, I am going to show you exactly what that looks like for a real business. Here is the thing about most AI tools right now. They are incredibly good at one thing, giving you advice. You ask ChatGPT how to analyze your Shopify sales, and it writes you a beautiful explanation of what to do. Step 1. Go to your admin panel. Step 2. Export a CSV. Step 3. Open Excel and do this formula. It is great advice. But you still have to do all the steps yourself. That is fine for some things. But when you are running a business, your to-do list is not a shortage of advice. It is a shortage of time. You already know what needs to happen. You just need it to actually happen. So the question I started asking a few months ago was, what if the AI could just do it? Not explain it. Do it. That is where Claude Code comes in. And I want to be clear about what makes it different, because the name sounds like it is just for programmers. It is not. The word code is about what it does under the hood. It can write and run code, interact with APIs, manage files, and connect to your tools. But you do not need to understand any of that to use it. The way I think about it, ChatGPT is a brilliant advisor who sits across the table and tells you what to do. Claude Code is more like a capable employee who sits down at your computer and actually does it while you watch. You give it a task in plain English. It figures out how to do it. It does it. You see the results. That is a completely different category of tool. And once you experience it, it is genuinely hard to go back. So how does it actually work? Claude Code runs in a terminal, that little black window on your computer that most people have never opened. You install it once, you point it at your project folder, and you talk to it like a person. It can read files on your computer. It can write and edit files. It can run scripts. It can call APIs, meaning it can talk directly to Shopify, WordPress, Google Ads, Klaviyo, wherever your business data lives. It can also create its own helper scripts that you can reuse. When I say it manages my business, I mean it literally connects to the platforms I use every day and gets things done inside those platforms. No copy-paste. No manual exports. No bouncing between tabs. The setup takes maybe an hour the first time. After that, you are just talking to it. Let me walk you through 4 real tasks I use this for. Starting with the one that saves me the most time every week, pulling a sales report. Every Monday I want to know how the previous week went. What sold, what did not, any orders that need attention. The old way was logging into Shopify, clicking around, exporting data, opening a spreadsheet, formatting it, making sense of it. Now I open Claude Code and type something like, pull last week's orders from Shopify and give me a summary, total revenue, top 5 products, any unfulfilled orders. That is it. It connects to the Shopify API, pulls the data, and hands me a clean summary right there in the terminal. The whole thing takes maybe 30 seconds. And because it can also write that summary to a file, I can have it automatically formatted as a report I can share or save. What used to take me 20 minutes of clicking around now takes me 30 seconds of typing one sentence. Every single week. Second task, updating the website. This one is a little more involved, but it shows how far Claude Code can reach. Say I want to update the homepage banner on a WordPress site, maybe change the headline for a seasonal promotion. The old workflow was, log into WordPress, navigate to the right page, find the right element in Elementor or whatever builder they use, make the change, save, preview, publish. With Claude Code, I describe what I want changed and where. It uses the WordPress API to find the right page, locate the element, make the edit, and publish it. I can do this for one site or 5 sites with the same instruction. I have also used it to update product descriptions on Shopify, give it a list of products that need refreshed copy and a style guide, and it rewrites them and pushes the updates directly to the store. I am not doing anything except describing what I want. This is the part that starts to feel almost unfair, honestly. Things that used to take an hour of careful clicking now happen in 2 minutes of conversation. Third task, checking ad performance. This one hits a little different because ad platforms are notorious for burying the metrics that actually matter behind layers of tabs and filters. I run Google Ads and Meta Ads for a few clients. Every week someone wants to know how things are going. Before Claude Code, I would log into each platform separately, pull the numbers I needed, put them into a spreadsheet, and write a summary. Repeat for every client. Now I can ask Claude Code to pull the key metrics from Google Ads and Meta Ads for a specific date range, compare them to the previous period, flag anything that looks off, and write a plain English summary. It connects to both APIs at once, does the comparison, and gives me a paragraph I could drop straight into an email. This is where I started to realize how much time I was spending just moving data around. Not analyzing it, just moving it from one place to another. Claude Code eliminates that entirely. Fourth task, generating a client report. This ties everything together. A client wants a monthly summary of their store performance, ad results, and website activity. Putting that together manually meant touching 5 or 6 different platforms, copying data, formatting a doc, writing the narrative. A solid 2 to 3 hours of work. With Claude Code, I can run a single command that pulls data from all the relevant platforms, structures it into sections, writes the narrative in a consistent voice, and saves it as a formatted document. I review it, make any small adjustments, and it is done. That 2 to 3 hour job is now about 15 minutes of review time. And the thing is, once I have described how I want that report structured, Claude Code remembers it. Every month the same structure, the same sections, automatically populated with fresh data. Now I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds like it is for technical people. People who are comfortable with terminals and APIs and code. I get it. That is what I thought too. But here is the honest truth. If you can describe a task in plain English, Claude Code can do it. The tool handles the technical part. You handle the thinking and the judgment. You do need to be willing to spend a few hours setting it up and learning how to give it clear instructions. That investment is real. But the payoff, for anyone running a business with multiple platforms, multiple clients, or repetitive reporting work, is enormous. Here is where I have landed after a few months of using this. The tasks I showed you, sales reports, website updates, ad analysis, client reports, those used to take me somewhere between 4 and 6 hours a week combined. Now they take under an hour. And that is not counting the things I have started doing that I simply would not have done before, because they took too long. When you have a tool that removes the friction from execution, you start executing more. You pull the report you were putting off. You update the copy you kept meaning to fix. You send the client summary instead of letting it slide another week. That is the real impact. Not just time saved. Momentum gained. If you want to try Claude Code for yourself, the link to get started is in the description. It runs on Mac, Windows, and Linux. There is a free tier to try it out, and the paid plan is about $20 a month, which, if it saves you even 1 hour a week, pays for itself many times over. If this video was useful, subscribe. I post new videos on AI tools for business every week. And drop a comment below. What is the one task in your business that you wish you could just hand off? I read every single one.